How's it going, Critter Family? I hope you all are doing well. Today we're going over another video by what I call the Dog Park Bully. This is Canela and Ronin. Canela and Ronin, I believe is how you spell the name. High content wolf dog meets Belgian Malinois at dog park. So I don't like going to dog parks. I don't agree with wolf dogs or any content or any high or low or medium content, which just means that it looks, the higher the content, the more it looks like a wolf. I don't agree with hybridizing that kind of creature. I don't even necessarily like the ligers, which is lion tiger or Thai liger or Tyon or whatever you want to call them. I think it's just it's leave it to nature. But anywho, that's a whole different can of worms. So today we're just going to be going over this. Apparently it's a short one, so hopefully it won't take me too long to get through it. So if you're ready, now let's get started.
8.
He's really rough with his leash. I don't like that he has his dog off leash, like he's just running around being annoying, in my opinion. I mean, nobody's around, okay, fine, but I don't think he has a lot of control over his dog in general. I also don't really like the idea of dogs being leashed while on a bike, while someone rides, because the dog can't tell you when they're tired and they want to stop. So, I mean, they have little contraptions for the dog to keep them safe, but also, I mean, you got to know your dog's limits, and a lot of people probably don't. And I know it's a Malinois, and they can run forever and ever and ever.
Ronin. Yeah, over
here.
He
barely has any control over this dog.
Good boy. Hey.
Again, barely any control. The only control he has is because it's a shepherd. It's a Malinois, compared to having a wolf dog or a Siberian Husky or a Shiba Inu or even a Chow Chow. Good luck getting any control over those dogs without actually having to put in the work.
You don't get tired. I had to come again.
So riding a bike up to a dog in a park, you know, just dropping it there. Okay. I mean, acting like you just own the place. Riding a bike up to a dog, especially with the barrier, could cause the dog to be more reactive. So that might be, I mean, you don't have to care about the other dogs, but you might be considerate of them. Ellie's playing with the little... I don't know if you can see her. She's playing with a little toy over there. Okay, so he paused it here. So, without reading what he says, I see this little white dog sideways. Ronin is kind of facing him. They both have, he has a little bit higher tail than maybe would be natural. But we have long lips on both dogs. We have squinty eyes. It looks like, you know, their ears are kind of forward. He's paying attention to his human. This looks like a pretty, as he says, respectful greeting. He says, Ronin giving space between the white dog and him, keeping his mouth open. They're both kind of, you know, giving each other the, hey, howdy do, you know, how's it going? We're not necessarily excited to see each other, but more relaxed. His spine is nice and straight. His tail is at about what I would call half-mast, which means it's more even with the spine. It's not really high up. This dog's tail is a little bit higher up. It is curled, too, so looks like they might have some other kind of dog in there that naturally has a curl. We've met this white dog before, and he did not like Ronin. Okay, so I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily go in if I saw a dog that did not like my dog. Did Ronin bother him and he just told Ronin off? Or, I mean, that's okay. I mean, people don't need to take their dogs to dog parks to socialize if their dog doesn't want to make friends. A lot of dogs don't care to make friends with other dogs because you don't know those dogs. They don't listen. You know, your dog doesn't have to be friends with everybody or anybody if they're comfortable just being friends and in your home and comfortable that way. Once they established who is in charge, they were good together, though. Okay, well, not everything between dogs and interactions are going to be about who is in charge. Ellie and Hermes just had a little scuffle. But they lived together. I mean, it wasn't anything bad. Like, you know, Ellie just crawled into the closet, and Hermes, that's where he sleeps. He sleeps in a drawer in there. He has free range, and he's a free-ranging ferret, but he, you know, sleeps in one of my sock drawers that I gave to him. And Ellie kind of crawled in there, and that's his space, and so he probably got startled, and he went to go nip her or whatever. Yeah, I heard a little squeal from her, and I got up and checked, and they were fine. You know, she came running out. He came running out too. You know, he was all fluffy. They were both all fuzzy, and I picked him up and made sure everybody was good. And they're good. So these two live together, and that's them telling each other and expressing their boundaries. Again, they live together. This strange dog and your dog don't need to establish squat. Okay, the only thing that they may establish is a play style, and if they want to be friends or not. But the white dog may not want to be friends with Ronan, or Ronan may not want to be friends with the white dog. So all this nonsense about anytime your dog interacts with another creature, they're trying, especially another dog, they're trying to establish who's in charge, is just malarkey. Okay, that's bully behavior. Is that if your dog has to find out where they fit in and be aggressive with every dog around, be dominant or be submissive, that's not healthy for the dog. It's either being a bully or being bullied. It's not just this constant battle for who's in charge. Otherwise, it sounds like you have a bunch of bullies, which a lot of times dog parks create bullies. So the dog's tail went up a little bit higher, ears went forward, a little bit of tension, sniffing the back of Ronan, whose tail went up, very confident as he walks past this dog, maybe because his owner was there. This dog comes running in, almost skidding to a halt. They look like they were running over to say hello because they were excited, but they didn't quite mean to go that fast or get that close. You know, I don't. That's why I don't like doorways like this, because no matter where you go in a dog park, even with the what is it, like the airlock system where you have a gate and an area and another gate, which is safe, obviously, but then you have this big group meeting where all the other dogs can come in and say, you know, hello all at once. I mean, I feel like it's difficult to, unless you create some kind of funnel system. It's really difficult to kind of control that, which is why I don't go to dog parks. But this little dog, you know, comes over here and he says, you know, howdy do, and then he gets like right up in the face, kind of a rude greeting. But we do see, you know, he's short lips, rounded back. We can kind of see the spine there, you know, tail is down, looks like a little skid mark. Like he didn't mean to like run right up on Ronan. Ronan has, you know, he's just kind of sniffing him face to face. He doesn't look like he's being necessarily aggressive or assertive, but this dog's, he says, black dog showing submissiveness by crouching low to look less big. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see that. Shows respect. I mean, he not necessarily respect, maybe, but he's also like, whoa, sorry, you know, don't hurt me, or don't correct me, or whatever is going on in his mind. I don't know. Licks around his mouth to show more submissiveness. Yeah, again, it's a young puppy behavior. Even older dogs can do it. That is a trait that we usually see from wolves, because when wolves have babies in their whole family, that's what a pack is. It's not just a bunch of dogs. Wolves are a family unit with multiple generations in it, and they each take care of each other, and they each have respect for each other as the role in each pack. So the puppies will a lot of times lick like that on their parents or their aunties and uncles or their grandparents, whatever, mouths, to stimulate them to regurgitate a meal for them, which is something that dogs don't do for their young. After they've been weaned, which means they're no longer taking milk, adult dogs, they're in their next heat cycle. They forget about the babies, whatever. You're on your own. Bye. See you later. You know. Adios, bro. Hi. It's on your head. You know, adios skis, broskis. But, you know, with wolves, they continue to raise their young and expect them to live with them. They don't just kick them out, you know, after after your kid learns to walk, you're kicking your kid out. You want to go in the window? Sorry, Ellie wanted to go in the window. But yeah, so this is a you know, primitive trait, and also it can be used as a sign of submissiveness. Or excitement. Female rescue wolf dog, 1 year old. I mean, she's beautiful. Was trying to get her to come to me, but as you can tell by the rounded top line and the lip flick or lip lick, she was uncertain. I mean, she's gorgeous. I'm glad she has a collar and some identification tags. She also has a little tracker, little key fob tracker, which is good. Video does her no justice. Looked so big, I'm sure she did. And you know what? She's smart because she just doesn't come up to strangers, you know, who want to be, oh yeah, I'm so cool. I got to say hi to a wolf dog. You're so cool and powerful because I have an ego. The wolf dog will probably tell that from a mile away.
My dog isn't getting along with yours.
Oh, she got a little bit spooked. So that's the thing about, oh, she might have a prong collar on. Oh. The thing about wolves is that, you know, tucked tail, a rounded, you know, kind of rounded backside while his tail goes up. Wolves are very, very spooky with, you know, new things like other dogs or people. She could be a little bit more spooky because if this is a prong collar, she's been trained to be very gentle with other dogs, or sorry, she's been trained to be very gentle with other dogs. So she's just giving some sniffs. Good girl. I can't help it but reinforce the dog for that. She's trying to, you know, appease him so she can come and get some water, which is why they should always have multiple bowls of water. So we have this dog coming in. She might go. Okay, so she was trying to be submissive to avoid this dog. I like this dog's harness. She said, whoa, you're... Okay, sorry, I was reading his little thing. So there's a lot going on here. So she says, whoa, too much, you're coming up on me, younger puppy. And, you know, she doesn't like that. That's why they should... Back to my thing about bowls. They should have multiple bowls available in any one spot. So that way we don't have to share just one bowl. Also, he says, Ronan is not a fan, making strong eye contact, LOL. Making strong eye contact is a warning to stay away. I don't necessarily see that. I see him as being more worried. Yeah, he may not be a fan because she's running up on him really quick. I wouldn't say he's giving her strong eye contact. He actually has, I don't see any of the the whites of his eyes, meaning whale eyes. I see squinty eyes. So his tail is still kind of at half mast, a little bit more raised, but his head is low. You know, he just seems like, whoa, he's keeping an eye on her because there's quick movement behind him. This dog's coming up. There's a person here. There's a lot going on. So he just says, whoa, what are you doing? I wouldn't say he's making strong eye contact to tell her to stay away. That's more like worried than like a hard stare. So I disagree with what this guy is saying. She gives him some space because she says, whoa, it's... he says she definitely likes Ronan. I don't know that. I don't agree with that. I think that's just stupid. Of course he's going to think everybody likes his dog. He's an egomaniac, egotistic bully. You know, he thinks everybody loves his dog. The dog was just like, you know, the wolf dog was just like, well, there's too much going on here. I'm not going to ask, you know, to come in for a drink. I'm going to wait till you're gone so I can come drink. Because there's just high traffic here, you know, too much going on. And this person here standing by the water bowl is kind of like guarding the water bowl that may make other dogs fearful to come by and get a drink. Okay, so she says, okay, I'll come back. Wants to kind of sniff him, say hello. Dude, quit trying to touch dogs that are not your own. They say that's the owner trying to grab her. High content wolf dogs are very... Any wolf dog, any wolf, a lot of other dogs are very skittish and independent.
Been trying to round her up. She's having too much fun.
Trying to round her up too much. It means that she doesn't have enough trust in you, probably because you have a prong collar on a wolf dog. Look at the close following. This is pushy behavior. I don't think this is pushy. I think she's just sniffing him. Trying to sniff him. I mean, yeah, it could be kind of rude to go right up to him. He's still not giving a hard stare. He's just like, whoa. He's stiff.
I didn't bring any.
This guy's trying to be sneaky. Now she wants to play. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. She's shows pre-aggressive behavior. What are you talking about? That's not pre-aggressive. I think she wants to play. Or she's trying to avoid her owner. No, she wants to play. She wants to play, dude. I don't do anything as it's only small warnings to give him space.
Maya. Hi, Maya.
So again, his wolf dog did find a friend later on. So again, his dog is just going in there trying to be a bully. You know, the one time I went to a dog park with some family and, you know, friends that I took Adonis there, and he was like, you know, a couple of years old. I don't know, maybe 2 or 3. There were so many dogs that were just bullying him, and I didn't know anything. I should have just let him go, you know, tell another dog off and rip him a new one, but you don't actually do that, you know, because he wasn't actually gonna, he's not aggressive. He should have nipped this dog right in the shoulder or right in the jowl where this dog deserved it, because this dog was just backing us up into a corner and bark, 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 and the stupid owner was on his phone just wandering behind him saying, you know, oh, be nice, leave him alone. I wish Adonis would have ripped them both a new one. But again, Adonis wasn't aggressive, okay, but he could have nipped them both and told them, hey, back off. I should have done that. I should have told that dog to back off. See, when it comes to protecting my own babies, I don't give a hoot about anyone around me. I will kick your dog or you in the face if I have to. If I'm defending myself, I will do whatever I need to do to keep my dog safe. So don't let your dogs be off leash around me when I have a dog. But the point of that is, the story is that when we were at the dog park, the only dog that Adonis got along with was a high-content wolf dog. And she was beautiful, too. She was a big beauty. She was, I think, 2 years old. She was huge. And her and Adonis were like, came over and sniffed, like, hey, you're cool. Yeah. The only other dog that understood Adonis. And he was cool with. And he didn't try to nip. And she didn't try to nip. And they were cool. So. He says gaining some confidence. Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah. She's getting, you know, so well behaved with other dogs. I mean, it could be because there's a person with a weird camera on, and she's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, wolves also don't necessarily naturally carry their tails really high anyway. Ronan trying to mount, since she's still intact. So here's me correcting him. Okay. Do you know that she's intact? Did the owner say something about that? Placing head over the other dog's back gets him in trouble. They're good friends, so no real aggression is used.
Okay, come. Ronan.
That's not really a correction, dude.
Ronan, knock it off. Hey. Stop.
Oh, Jesus, dude. Chill. Then leave. Leave. Take your dog and leave. I don't know if Ronan is intact as well or not. They're just dancing. Get him, baby. Oh, good. So the guy finally got his dog on leash. Sees his girl trying to show off some recall commands, but he was still a work in progress. So that's just really, really dumb, because you don't have control of your dog. You call them commands, not cues, and you're reinforcing bad behavior. Which, it's not really bad behavior. It's just you're reinforcing you're working too fast to show off, and you're not even skilled at it. And your dog learns bad lessons.
Come. Ronan, come.
You're ruining the call. Don't call it twice.
Sit.
The fact that he has to snap shows how aversive he is when he trains dogs. I bet he uses a slip lead. Maybe a prong collar.
Sit.
You don't say it 3 times, dude.
You gonna go get him?
Oh, now he's teaching him to chase squirrels. God, what an idiot.
Nah, you're not gonna go get him. No, fuck that.
Dude, you're an idiot. So, okay, anyway. That was this video. This guy's just a dog park bullying. He's just, I don't know. Anyway, that was that for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you got something from it. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Go say how do you do to your little critters. Say how do you do for me. Give them some kind of love and they appreciate. And until next time, practice peace, patience, and positivity.